Movies encompass the length and breadth of the human experience, making any best of list hopelessly subjective. Comparing, say, The Silence of the Lambs to Fantasia to determine which one is better actively insults both movies. Similarly, scholarly lists like the British Film Institute's once-a-decade model, which sets the pace on this front, tend to overlook base genres like horror and comedy, which often prove more influential. If a reader isn't already inclined to seek arthouse fare like The 400 Blows or The Passion of Joan of Arc, their inclusion in a given list means very little. This is Top 10 Horror Movies You Can Watch in Netflix. It, 2017 and 2019. Set in the summer of 1989 in the small town of Derry, Maine, a group of outcast kids, Bill, Beverly, Ben, Richie, Eddie, Mike, and Stan, form the Losers Club and band together to confront their fears. The town has been plagued by a series of child disappearances, including Bill's younger brother Georgie, who was taken by a malevolent entity known as Pennywise, a shape-shifting clown. As the losers uncover the truth behind Pennywise, they realize he emerges every 27 years to feed on the fears of children. Each of the kids experiences terrifying encounters with Pennywise, who preys on their individual fears. However, through their friendship and courage, they resolve to face the entity and stop it. In a climactic showdown in the sewers beneath Derry, the losers manage to defeat Pennywise, though he retreats with a promise to return. The group swears a blood oath to return and defeat him if he ever resurfaces. After the Losers Club defeated Pennywise in It Chapter 1, they thought the nightmare was over. The terrifying entity had been banished, and the group moved on with their lives, leaving Derry and their darkest fears behind. But as we learn in It Chapter 2, evil never truly dies. 27 years later, the losers are forced to return to their hometown as an eerie sense of déjà vu settles in. Pennywise has come back, hungrier and more dangerous than ever. And this time, the stakes are even higher. As the losers reunite, they must confront not only the sinister clown, but also their own deep-rooted fears from childhood that continue to haunt them. Impetigore, 2019. Impetigore is an Indonesian horror film directed by Joko Anwar. The story revolves around Maya, a young woman struggling to make ends meet in the city. After surviving a brutal attack at her job, Maya discovers that she may have inherited a house from her estranged family in a remote village. Hoping for a fresh start, she and her best friend Dini travel to the village to claim the inheritance. However, upon arrival, the two women realize that the village harbors dark secrets. The villagers are cursed, and they believe that Maya, who they think is her late mother, is the key to lifting this curse. As the story unfolds, Maya learns about her family's sinister past and the curse that has plagued the village for generations. The villagers' desperation and belief in an ancient prophecy drive them to terrifying actions, putting Maya and Dini in grave danger. Shaitaan, 2024. Shaitaan is an upcoming Indian action thriller film that delves into the dark underbelly of crime, revenge, and justice. The movie revolves around a fearless police officer who embarks on a relentless mission to hunt down a dangerous criminal mastermind known as Shaitaan. The antagonist, a shadowy figure with a notorious past, has been terrorizing the city with his web of violence, corruption, and illicit activities. As the officer digs deeper into Shaitaan's operations, he uncovers a disturbing connection to his own past, one that challenges his morals and forces him to confront inner demons. The film blends intense action sequences with gripping drama, as the cop struggles to balance his duty with personal vendettas. Eli, 2019. Eli is a horror film that follows an 11-year-old boy named Eli, who suffers from a mysterious and debilitating autoimmune disorder that forces him to live in protective, sterilized conditions. His parents, desperate for a cure, bring him to an isolated clinic run by D. Isabella Horn. This clinic promises a cutting-edge treatment that could potentially cure Eli of his condition. The facility itself is an old mansion retrofitted with high-tech equipment to keep it sterile for Eli's treatment. As the procedures begin, Eli starts experiencing terrifying supernatural phenomena. He sees ghostly figures and hears strange noises. His parents and Dr. Horn dismiss these occurrences, as side effects of the treatment, but Eli becomes convinced that something far darker and more sinister is happening in the clinic. Death Whisperer 2023. Death Whisperer is a Thai horror film directed by Tawiwat Wangtha. It draws inspiration from real events that occurred in a rural village in Kanchanaburi, Thailand in 1972. The story revolves around a young girl who mysteriously dies after hearing eerie chants, specifically the words T-Yad. Her death is linked to a mysterious woman in black whom she had encountered on her way home from school. This chilling figure continues to haunt the girl's family, bringing a series of supernatural occurrences and terror to the village. The film combines traditional Thai folklore with modern horror elements, portraying the battle between the living and malevolent spirits. The haunting atmosphere and suspenseful narrative contributed to its significant box office success in Thailand. Blood Red Sky 2021. Blood Red Sky is a 2021 German action horror film directed by Peter Thorwarth. The movie blends high-octane action with supernatural horror elements. The story revolves around Nadia, a mysterious woman traveling with her young son Elias on a transatlantic flight from Germany to New York. Nadia appears to be suffering from a severe illness that requires constant medication. However, things take a dark turn when the flight is hijacked by a group of terrorists led by Berg. The hijackers plan to use the plane for a larger conspiracy. Nadia, desperate to protect her son, reveals a terrifying secret: she is a vampire. Her illness is actually her struggle to control her vampiric nature. Incantation 2022. Incantation, a Taiwanese horror film directed by Kevin Ko, tells the chilling story of Lee Ronan, a woman who attempts to lift a curse she accidentally cast on her daughter. The movie blends psychological horror and supernatural elements inspired by real events. The plot revolves around a mysterious religious ritual and an ancient curse. 6 years before the main events, Ronan and her friends broke a taboo by interfering with a powerful ritual of a mysterious cult while investigating a forbidden shrine. As a result, they unleashed a malevolent force that caused terrifying consequences. Ronan's daughter Dodo is now targeted by the curse. The story is told through a found footage style, with Ronan recording her journey as she seeks to break the curse and protect her daughter. The Eighth Night 2021. The story centers around an ancient evil spirit that once roamed the earth, wreaking havoc and chaos. This spirit was split into two parts, one locked away in a red eye, and the other in a black eye by Buddha thousands of years ago. The two pieces are sealed in separate locations to prevent the spirit from being reunited and regaining its full destructive power. In modern times, an archaeologist named Kim Jun-chul discovers one of the sealed pieces, the red eye, and attempts to awaken it out of curiosity. This inadvertently triggers a series of horrific events. The red eye, now freed, embarks on a mission to reunite with the black eye. If successful, the spirit will regain its full strength and bring doom upon humanity. Park Jin-soo, a former Buddhist monk, is called upon to stop the spirit. The Autopsy of Jane Doe 2016. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is a supernatural horror film directed by Andre Overdahl. The story revolves around two coroners, Tommy Tilden and his son Austin, who run a family-owned morgue. One evening they are tasked with performing an autopsy on an unidentified, mysteriously preserved young woman who was found at a crime scene. As they begin the autopsy, they discover increasingly bizarre and disturbing findings: internal injuries that don't match the pristine condition of her exterior, missing organs, shattered bones, and peculiar symbols inscribed inside her body. Each revelation brings them closer to a terrifying truth. The Platform 2019. The Platform, also known as El Hoyo in Spanish, is a Spanish horror thriller film that explores themes of social inequality, greed, and survival. The story takes place in a vertical prison where inmates are fed through a descending platform. The platform starts at the top floor, filled with a feast, and slowly descends to the lower levels. Those on the upper floors consume as much as they can, leaving little to no food for those below. The protagonist, Goring, is a new inmate who volunteers to serve a 6-month sentence in exchange for a university degree. He starts on level 48 and must navigate the harsh realities of the prison's hierarchical system.
And there you have it, minus 10 spine-chilling horror movies you can stream right now on Netflix. Whether you're into supernatural scares, psychological thrillers, or classic slashers, these films are guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest movie recommendations. Check out these videos on the screen for more great films to explore. See you in the next one.